Alright guys, tonight we're making pickle chicken. And basically all it is instead of using a regular brine, you use, just salty pickle juice to brine your chicken before you batter and fry it. Now, I didn't add any salt or anything. You don't have to because the pickle juice is already plenty salty. So you brine your chicken. You're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to brine it for at least 24 hours. I wouldn't go any more past 2 days though. But you want that juice to get in there real good. Tenderize that chicken. This is chicken breast, so we're trying to make it nice and juicy. And we're gonna see how this turns out. I've heard tons of people rave about this, so now we're gonna try it out. What we've got here is some flour. And this flour has some ground kosher salt, some black pepper, a little bit of Lawry seasoned salt. It's got some Tony Chachere's, like a seasoned salt. It's got onion powder and a little bit of cayenne pepper. And this will be what we're going to dredge our chicken in. Let's give this a little stir. Stir those seasonings up into that flour really good. Make sure it's going to be nice, even seasoning when we coat the chicken. Alright. So make a little mountain in the middle there. Alright. Now right here, this is just milk. I would suggest buttermilk, but I don't have any buttermilk, so we're using just a little bit of milk. And add just a dab of hot sauce. You don't have to add the hot sauce to it, but I'd suggest on adding just a little dab of hot sauce to your milk. Season your milk. I added a couple drops of homemade hot sauce to the milk. Give it a nice stir.
Mama.
Alright.
Mama.
So now we're going to take some chicken.
Mama.
And oh wow. Yeah, it's even picked up a little bit of color. We're going to put it on this plate. And this is like a half of a chicken breast, I guess. Anyway, it's a chicken breast. And this is big and thick. You want to cut this up into pieces to fry it. You want to make sure it cooks nice and even. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to grab me a pair of gloves real quick. I'll get some more of these. Alright. Now, I've got me some gloves on. We're going to cut this chicken. And as you can see, the inside's still nice and pink, but you notice the outside looks kind of white. And the reason why it almost looks like the outside's cooked like that is because of the vinegar that's in the pickle juice brine. But it is definitely still raw. Definitely still needing to be cooked. And I guess I'm going to cut this into smaller strips. Maybe a few little nuggets here and there for my little nugget. Talking about Michael, my son. Oh. This part is all basically just cutting the chicken into strips. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's all going to fry the same. So if one of your chicken strips that you cut is not the same, doesn't look the same as the rest of them, don't panic. It'll still eat the same. Still tastes just as good. And the basic idea is just to cut it into smaller pieces so that it'll get done in the center. I'm very curious to try this. I think with the seasoned flour, with the onion powder in it, and the chicken being brined in pickle broth, I have just a sneaking suspicion that it's likely that it could taste like, you know, those chicken on a sticks that you get at like fairs and stuff. I think this may be a nice little secret we're uncovering. Alright, let's take the second breast out of the pickle brine. It smells really good. It smells like pickles. If you like pickles, then you'll like this. If you like pickles and you like fried chicken, which I would think most people do, you're bound to like this then. And, move. Hmm? Where's your Elmo? Go find your Elmo. Go find your Elmo. The second breast is cutting up a little easier. And you can tell it's nice and tender. It's easy to cut through. I think it's going to be nice and juicy. Nice juicy fried chicken. Can't wait to try this. Chicken's something I definitely don't take a chance with when it comes to it being thoroughly cooked, though. Yeah, beef's one thing. Beef's good rare. Chicken, not so much. Pork, no, I'm not going to risk that one. I don't eat raw chicken or pork. I'll eat raw fish, raw beef, not raw chicken or pork. When I say raw beef, not necessarily ground hamburger meat. I'm talking about like cuts of beef, you know? Alright, so I'm going to take one of these gloves off now. And I'm going to add some oil to our pan if I can get it open. Oh, why is it so hard to open? Okay. Now I'm putting oil in the pan. And I don't think it takes a ton of oil. I think basically you just don't want to overcrowd your chicken when you're cooking it. Alrighty. So now we've got our oil in the pan heating up. See the little bubbles moving? I already had my pan pretty warm. Alright, here's our chicken we cut up. Our milk we had mixed up. Our flour. And that was what was left over of our brine. That is trash now. You know, we dump that out. And you're done with that part. And basically, you're going to take your little chicken pieces. You're going to put it in the flour. Just a light coating. And then you're going to drop it in the milk. Yeah. You're going to put it back in the flour. And then, I don't know if our oil is ready. A little bit. Then you start putting it in there. And I put that one in there, but I actually think I'm going to let the oil get a little bit hotter and then start really putting them in there. But now you got the basic idea of what you're going to do. You know, maybe cook it, once your oil gets good and going and hot, and frying. You're going to cook probably 5 minutes on both sides, and so about 10 minutes if you can fit all that in the pan. But that's basically the process. Brine your chicken for 24 hours in pickle juice, cut it up into strips, dredge it in the flour, dip it in the milk, or like I said, buttermilk. I would suggest buttermilk. Dip it back in your flour, put it in the grease, fry it on both sides for about 5 minutes per side. And then that's it. That's how you do it. Alright. Stay tuned, guys, for more of my wacky recipes and everything. Thanks, y'all. Like and subscribe if you like my videos. And stay tuned till next time.